Hello, we are Greenatic and we are here today to talk about clothes donation.
Okay, so for our inspiration for this project, we had some activities which helped on the idea on having this project, being a visit to the water plant and a conference by the 3D education, which showed us how the world is falling apart thanks to our arrogance and the things we haven't taken action about. And one of them is the huge amount of water wasted.
There are many reasons that we chose this topic, which is donation of clothing, but our primary reason was that in our generation, the fast fashion is a really big problem and issue that is easy to solve. And we were curious about how the fast fashion works, and we found out that you need a lot of water to make just one piece of clothing. And we were curious about some ways of solving this problem, which we came out with reuse, recycle, and donate. And those three are like the basic solutions, but I'm more open-minded that there are more solutions. And after talking with my team and my family members, we came out that my mom in her work, she has like some intern thing that it's like she donates clothes hand by hand to the vulnerable people in need, and that fitted really well with our project. So I asked her if she could like help me to give the collected clothes to the people. And after we collected a bunch of clothes, I went with my mom to donate the clothes, and it was like a very interesting memory because I could see like a lot of happy faces, and it's like really interesting because it was hand by hand, and like it was an interaction that felt really heartwarming, and I will gladly do it like a bunch of times again.
If we took into consideration, like before we did actually do the project, like the results are never going to be the same because there's a time where more clothes are donated. Also, like the weather, like how many clothes. For example, if it's more cold, there is more need for clothes than for the summer, and also sometimes the carbon footprint does not get affected by the donation of clothes. Only in some countries it is actually considered, and it would only be about 26% of savings.
And then we make a popular science article, and it explains how different types of clothes donation and the warnings against the fast fashion, because it's a really difficult practice that may harm the planet and its surroundings.
To reduce the ecological footprint of our community by 10%, we think that we need to first tell to each person about the importance of clothes donation and reusing them so they can spread the word and the actions they do to all the community so the results can be shown. The evidence we have about this is that the actions need to start from a person so it can affect all the community, and to know that if the ecological footprint has been reduced by 10%, we will start doing monthly polls so that people can answer how much clothes they donated, or if they start reusing the clothes they didn't use, or bought less.
Okay. For the evidence we have about this project working, or if we even did the project, we have the containers of how many clothings we had in the exchange of clothing, and also we have the evidence that if it really works, it will give a lot of people new clothing that they really need, and also fixing the amount of not importance we give to the amount of water wasted. It's another evidence of how much we don't care about the water.
And as a final team conclusion, we conclude that our proposal was good, but there were really much proposals similar to this one. So the amount of clothing that we got was less than the weight than we wait. So we need to find solutions for it to be more eye-catching and for it to be more approachable. So it's different from the usual clothes donating campaigns. We also understand that this project is important towards the consumption of water, also mentioned, and that we must think more about the reusing and about our consumption of the clothes and the stuff. Questions?